We have to have the mindset that money is a renewable source. I think so many people and so many hairstylists want to hold on to money because they think that it will never come back to them. The only resource that does not come back to you is time. Hello and welcome to the Elevate podcast. I'm your host, Patricia Nowakowski. I'm a salon owner, educator, mindset, and leadership coach that helps salon owners go from overwhelmed and burnt out to motivated and empowered. It is my mission to help you systemize your business, generate more profit, and create a career that you love. Join us every week to learn about the small shifts you can make to elevate your business regarding mindset, marketing, social media, business systems, and so much more. We are going to talk all about money mindset. I think that one of the main struggles we see is stylists struggling with charging what they need to in order to make the extension service really what it should be. So when it comes to charging full price for extension hair, because extension hair is a retail item, you should be upcharging on this item, and charging the appropriate amount to put the extensions in is something that I see all the time. We also see stylists discounting to get clients in. As you know, discounting is never going to attract the client that you want to keep most of the time. So I kind of wanted to dive deep into understanding the mindset around why we do the things that we do when it comes to money. Wondering how I keep my business systemized? It's all thanks to Kajabi. Kajabi is a versatile platform that allows me to keep everything in one place, like my website, courses, forms, email marketing, my podcast, and so much more. It's easily mine and my team's favorite software for salon owners. To try Kajabi for yourself for 30 days, visit the link in the show notes. So first and foremost, I want to explain that technically money is energy. If you really think about it, most of the time it's just a number on a screen in our bank account. Yes, there's cash, but cash really is far and few between now. So it really is just an exchange of energy. And when we're exchanging this energy, we have to make sure that what we are giving out matches what we are receiving on a universal level. Another word for money is currency, and currency means to run or flow, and it also means the flowing nature of energy, which I love. We have to have the mindset that money is a renewable source. I think so many people and so many hairstylists want to hold on to money because they think that it will never come back to them. The only resource that does not come back to you is time. So we need to make sure that we are charging appropriately for our most valuable resource, which is every single day, every single minute, and every single hour that we are giving up to give to our clients. So when it comes to money and the mindset around money, most poverty consciousness, issues with money, all of these things tend to stem from your childhood and your parents' beliefs around money and how they raised you. So when we're thinking about transforming this part, there are a couple things that we have to think about, and we have to remove some blocks that have been created from childhood. Thoughts and patterns surrounding money, so many ways, are really just beliefs that are pushed upon us, and we never really had the opportunity to make our own. So first I want to talk about there are a few feelings that most people feel around money, and that is fear, doubt, and guilt. And there are only a few things that you can do with money. You can save it, spend it, or give it. That is it. So whether we come from a place of scarcity or we come from a place of abundance, we need to know that we are always taken care of and there is always enough for everybody. Because when we get into that scarcity mindset, that's when our reactivity starts to be triggered. And when we are starting to let that reactivity take over, that's when we make reactive decisions. And there is, most of the time, nothing that is really great that comes from making reactive decisions in our business. We need to switch that reactive thinking to proactive thinking. And when we have an abundance mindset around money, this allows us to have that proactive mindset, and it allows us to set ourselves up to receive. So when we're thinking about a scarcity mindset, it is a very, very hard place to build a business from. We need to start thinking about the flow of money, about how we hold on to money. When we stop the circulation of our money, we won't receive it back into our lives. We have to keep that energy flowing, and we have to keep it in full flow mode in order to receive. I also want to talk about vibrations and how vibrations attract energy to us. There are so many random feelings that are surrounded by money. Like I said, fear, scarcity, jealousy. When we are coming from these lower vibration places, we need to pause and we need to switch our mindset in order to switch that vibration to a higher vibration. Because the higher we set our vibrations to, that is how we actually transform our ability to receive. This is a little woo-woo, I know, but it is true and dear to my heart, and I know this works because I've experienced it for myself. So when we're thinking about money, we're thinking about sitting with money, we're thinking about how we treat money, we always have to think about a couple things and do a couple things to switch our mindset around this area in our life. So one, we need to think about our generosity. How do we give in order to receive? Now, we never want to give with expectations, but like I said, there's a natural flow of energy that when we give, the universe automatically sets us back up to receive. And then I want to ask you, are you holding yourself accountable? And when we hold ourselves accountable and we ask ourselves daily, what have I done today to make more money? It always equals action and success. So I want you to start visualizing what you would do when you actually have the money that you want to make. What does that look like for you? Would you buy a new car? Would you buy a house? Would you pay off bills? Would you expand your business? When we start visualizing what we want to do with the money that's going to come to us, it allows us again to set up that vibration to receive. And I think the highest vibration and the best thing that you can do to start switching your lack mindset is start practicing gratitude. We need to think about how we feel when we spend money and the energy that we put towards the transactions that we have, because most of the time they're negative. We feel guilt. Oh, I shouldn't be buying this. I don't know if I need this. We feel fear. Oh my gosh, I hope I have money for my next bill, or I hope I have money for my rent or my mortgage for next month. We feel a sense of scarcity, which is like, will I make enough money for next time? But whatever we do, we have to pause. And sometimes we even feel a little bit of animosity when we have to pay bills. We're resentful. So we need to switch this mindset from negative to positive. Thank you. I'm so glad I have this money to pay my bills. Thank you. I'm so glad I was able to pay my rent and my mortgage this month, and I can't wait to see how much money I make for next month to pay it again. So when we switch that from negative to positive, again, it changes the energy and it opens you up for more. So one thing I'm going to challenge you to do is I'm going to challenge you to choose a charity that you feel passionate about. And I'm going to challenge you to make a donation and feel good when you make the donation and start changing the way you think about money and start paying attention and see what changes truly happen in your life. Thanks for tuning into the Elevate podcast. If you loved this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could leave a review on Apple Podcast or wherever you listen. The Elevate podcast is hosted by me, Patricia Nowakowski, and produced by Opulent Beauty Pro. To receive my free business guides, visit opulentbeautypro.com/free or click the link in the show notes. You can find me on Instagram at opulentbeautypro or at Patricia_Nowakowski_OBS. If you love this show, please consider subscribing. See you next week.